Hey, it's me, Cakes, and today let's take a trip down the rabbit hole. Let's talk about death fakers. Let's talk about me and my previous experiences with this, my paranoia, and just let's get into it. The reason why I wore this outfit is because I wanted to. So, I want to talk about my whole death faker experience. I want to talk about what happened previously, what's happening now. Let's just talk about it. I made that Montegraph video. I was only, let's say, 40% convinced that it was the same person until I posted the video, and then Montegraph and his 400 closest friends showed up to say hello. Now, this is a rabbit hole that I have taken before. Let's go back. Let's go way back into time. Early 2017, I started making death faker videos. I found a video. I just did a reaction video to the video, and I didn't really believe that it was true at first. And then I started doing my own research. I reached out to the person I was making a video about. He somewhat confirmed that it was true. And then so I continued. I found another subject. I made a video about them. I believe it's true, 100%. The first two people I made death faker videos about, I'm 110% convinced. And I have mountains and mountains of evidence that those people, in fact, fake their own death. They've graced our presence here again as alternative media. Why? We don't know. If I had to guess, two theories. And here they are. One, they're a group of do-gooders who want to lead the conscious, the tin hat wearers, the free thinkers, the conspiracy theorists away from the current revolution that's happening to stop the mainstream from this cultural and literal genocide that's happening. Maybe they're good guys. Maybe they just want to lead us in the right direction. I hope that's why. I want to believe that's why. But then there's another theory that maybe they are the Pied Pipers and they want to lead the free thinkers, the tin hat wearers, the conspiracy theorists off the cliff. Maybe they're trying to identify all of us so we're easier to take down. I don't know. I don't know. I want to believe it's the former. I want to believe that they're like a group of superheroes that just want to do good and lead us in the right direction. When I was making the videos before, strange things definitely started happening. So people started showing up to my house, knocking on the walls. I lived out in the middle of the woods too. So it's not something that just happens there. If it happened here, I'd be more like, oh, it's probably one of the neighbor kids. Because, I have neighbors. I live around people. There, it was nobody. Nobody lives out there. No, it's the middle of the woods. So it was definitely really strange when I would hear somebody knock on the walls, or I would get scared to be home alone. So after I split up from my ex, I would go to Walmart all night long whenever the kids weren't with me because I was scared. I was scared to be home alone. I was paranoid because I started getting all these comments on my videos. Some of the threats were veiled and some of them were very right out. Like threatening to use me in some sort of ritualistic sacrifice, or rape threats, all sorts of things. So I was starting to get paranoid. Like the seeds of paranoia were being planted and I let them blossom and bloom. If all of the threats were just that, just empty threats, possibly. If the threats were there to make me scared and paranoid, they worked. But then other things started happening too. I didn't have the kids. I'd drive to Walmart. I'd either walk around Walmart all night long or I would sleep in my car. I just needed to be around people. I was scared. So there was this one night that I walked around Walmart for a few hours. I went to my car. It was like 3 a.m. and I was going to go to sleep. I was going to sleep in my car. And so I wasn't out in my car very long until I saw this car drove behind me, circled around, drove behind me again, did a big circle, and then came and parked right next to me. Now, I was parked the second spot over on the side of the building. And so if you walked out of the front door and towards me, you could see me. If once you took the corner and came out a little bit, you could see where I was parked. You could see me. So this guy parks right next to me on the passenger side, on the right side. He gets out of his car. He has a stack of money, huge, like a stack of money in one hand. He has a phone in the other hand, which he's talking on. He goes around to the front of his car. He opens the hood and immediately comes from opening his hood to my passenger door where he tries to get in my car. He lifts the handle. It was locked because I was already fucking paranoid. And he tries to get in my car. Now, at the time, I was driving a car that when you lock the doors from the inside, it would lock all the doors except the driver door for some reason. So thank God, truly thank God, he was on the passenger side and not the driver's side. Because if he had gotten on the driver's side, the door would have opened. So here he is on the passenger side of my car with his hood up. He has a phone like this in between his shoulder and his head, a stack of money in one hand, and he's trying to open my passenger door. I am just shocked. My fight, flight, or freeze has activated, and I'm currently in the freeze mode. So I'm just sitting there, absolutely terrified, staring at this guy trying to get in my passenger door. Just at that time, 2 employees walked out of the front door of Walmart and were walking towards my car. I don't know if they were coming to collect buggies. I don't know if they were on break. I don't know what their story was. But as soon as the person trying to get inside of my passenger door saw these 2 Walmart employees, I heard him say out loud, "Oh, don't mind me." And he goes to the front of his car and starts pretending to work on his car. So at that point, I took my chance. I cranked up the car and I got the fuck out of there, right? So I, throw it in reverse, whip it around. I go down the road, and the way the road goes is it goes out this way and then back around, so I could see where I was just parked. And whenever I'm coming back around, obviously I look over. Where's the fucker that was just trying to get in my car? He's not there. He's gone. He obviously got in his car, cranked up, and left too. So I drive off, fucking terrified, in a frenzy, trying to see if anybody's following me. I'm taking all these back roads. Obviously, I didn't go home. I made a big circle all the way out in the country, circled all the way back around to town. I was terrified. I almost hit a deer who was gloriously standing in the middle of the road. So I went back into town. I went to McDonald's. I got a coffee when they opened at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was just a terrifying time. Finally, I went home. I had a new follow on Twitter, and the person who followed me on Twitter was one of the people that I made a video about. The first death faker I made a video about, he followed me on Twitter at the same exact time that somebody was trying to get in my car. I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. I don't. If something seems like a coincidence, that is the universe, that is God, that is a higher being, a higher power telling you something. In this case, lower beings, human beings, trying to tell me something. So I took it seriously. I was very scared. I took my videos down. I mean, I still have them. They're just not public anymore. I made very real apologies to the people I made videos about. I didn't just apologize because I was scared. I apologized because of what I said about them being child actors and they didn't have a choice. And so I just don't feel right about it. I reached out to them after first making those videos. I kept asking over and over again, do you want me to take my video down? I even gave them my password and I said, you take it down yourself if you don't want it up. And I meant that. And I've always meant that. I won't make videos about child death fakers. I just won't do it anymore. But I'm getting mixed signals now. Before, I was getting death threats. Back then, it was definitely more of a terrifying feel. And now I'm getting mixed messages because, like I said, Monograph showed up with his 400 closest friends. They liked my video. They wrote comments, which were, you know, for the most part, they were nice. Monograph was nice. Everybody was nice. It was friendly. So I'm getting mixed messages because 80% of my traffic for that video was someone sent out a link, an external source. Someone sent out a link, and then 80% of those people that watched my videos clicked on the link. I could take a good guess of who sent it out, but I don't know. So I'm getting mixed messages. Do you guys want me to make these videos? Do you guys not want me to make these videos? I don't know. But for now, I'm going to make them because the truth is the truth. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who gives a shit? But if I'm right, then it's something we should think about. Why? Why is this going on? What are these people up to? Why is this happening? We don't know. We want to figure it out. Feel free to visit me online anytime you want, guys. Let's chat it up. You know how to get in touch with me. We'll figure it out. I don't know. So we're traveling down the rabbit hole again. Hopefully this trip to Wonderland won't be as terrifying as the last trip to Wonderland. I have other stories of things that happened along the time. What does this mean? What does it all mean? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Well, we're going to figure it out together. So I'm around. I'm working on another video that takes research and time. And, you know, when I'm ready for that, we'll release it. And until then, just, you know, it was good chatting with you guys. I have schoolwork to do, so I have to go. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Oh, and one of these days, we're going to talk about those haunted woods. I've mentioned it before, but shit happened. What is going on in those woods? I need to know, because I just don't know. We don't know. Anyways, later.